with the team for 3 years, re-signed $48 million. We know Curry, the Supermax deal, but break this down and how it impacts the luxury cap number.
Yeah, so think about this. They can always re-sign players in their own slot.
The impact for these two fellas, Clay and Draymond, who probably want to get paid as well down the road. Well,
they got paid earlier, so they're on longer-term deals, 18, 16. Nobody feels sorry for them just yet. But look how much the money's changed. Because if Clay was a free agent this year, he'd be double. He'd be, well, virtually double, right up around here. So they'll worry about that when they get to that.
Day by day.
This is what the luxury tax is supposed to do. It's supposed to create disincentives for super teams forever. It's supposed to create penalties that just ramp up and make you get different and make talent move, but no impact on the Warriors right now. They're building a brand new stadium. It's going to be spectacular, and it's going to be a major money machine to fund all of this greatness on the court.
There you have it, Tom Penn, and you're going to be back with us later in the hour where we're going to role play. He's going to be the Jazz's front office, and I'm going to be Gordon Hayward.
Exercise. So we got guys representing Miami, Boston, and Utah. Toni, be prepared to be seduced with money.
I'm going to feel loved for the first time in a long time. All right, I'm here with Bobby Marks, who will be playing the role of Miami. So, Bobby, I'm Gordon. I know I'm going to Miami, and pretty much I'm going to be a star, but how are you going to help me win a championship?
Well, first of all, I would have brought my 3 champions. Did I mention the weather? 80 degrees during the winter. Can't beat that.
American Airlines Arena right there.
More than in Boston or in Utah. That's cold weather.
Winter. All right, you did a good job, sir. I'll be thinking about it. All right, so now we're going to go to Boston because I hear Boston wants me, and I know someone really well there, PJ. So now you are going to try to sell me Boston. Why? I mean, I do have a relationship with Stevens, so.
Toni, I got so many reasons I got to put my. Well, first of all, we're the best team. We won 53 games.
Okay.
You only won 51 in Utah. Miami only won 41. Didn't even.
All right, so now we're going to go to Boston because I hear Boston wants me, and I know someone really well there, PJ. So now you are going to try to sell me Boston. Why? PJ. Got me there a little bit. So
all right,
now,
Gordon, be careful. Be careful of the next guy.
So now I'm going back to Utah, right? Because this is where I am a rock star. But
come home.
Why should I come home? How am I going to be at home and able to win? What are you going to do for me?
All of that might work. This does work.
Okay.
Gone from 20-some wins to 51 wins. Tremendous trajectory. You know us. You love.
Be careful. Be careful of the next guy.
So now I'm going back to Utah, right? Because this is where I am a rock star. But
come home.
Why should I come home? How am I going to be at home and
better? For me, the main thing Gordon Hayward did this year was show he could finish. He could finish under pressure, perform in the playoffs, and there's a lot more where that came from.
All right, well, I'm very glad I am not Gordon at all because it's 3 really viable options and very convincing arguments by our front office insiders. And
so who won? Who won?
Pick one.
I tell you.
Pick one.
He's staring at me.
You know you're going.
Yes.
You know you're going to Miami.
I'm staying in Utah.
You know you're going to Miami. You ain't going to Utah. Tell the truth. Come on now.
Take that, Pat Riley.
Tom Penn, we got to talk about Taj Gibson signing a 2-year, $28 million contract with Minnesota. So how does this begin to impact the T-Wolves now?
Yeah, the makeover continues.
Ooh.
Think about the Timberwolves and what they started with. They were all young, and their core, the 2 young guns that they're really building around. This is Tom Thibodeau at his best. It's a great makeover in Minnesota. They're legit in the West.
You approve? You like?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Now let's talk about the 76ers. They have added veterans J.J. Redick and Amir Johnson. What's their lineup looking like?
So the 76ers thing is a different kind of makeover. It takes a while here, right?
Yeah, it's been taking a while.
There's a lot of excitement around the youth, a lot. But we have no idea if they're going to be ready to go because, look, they have so little real experience.
Marty, it's about lunchtime. I mean, Bush beer and a Jimmy John sandwich. I mean, how more NASCAR of a lunch can you get?
Really, yeah, honestly.
I know a guy who can provide me a Bush beer.
Donning Thunder uniforms at the start of the season. We're back with the undefeated's Mike Wise. And it was a surprising move for a lot of people because not only what the Pacers got in return, but because there were quite a few suitors for Paul George, one of them being the Cavs. And I know you've talked with LeBron's camp. What are they saying about why this didn't happen?
Well, I'm
wondering if LeBron will remember that come next year because people are already saying he's looking for any reason to bolt from Cleveland and head out west. Do you think that this could affect that?
I don't know if it can affect that. LeBron James is going to stay in Cleveland, Elle, unless something drastic happens.
Speculation that he was going to go join Chris Paul on a banana boat reunion. That's clearly not happening in the Clippers right now. All right. Thank you, Mike Wise, who's been hanging out with us all weekend long. But we've got a lot.
The country, you get insight like that.
Of course.
But we need to give the fans a little more insight.
On Trevor?
Yeah, he mentioned 9,000 miles that he's driven over the course of this trip over the summer. And he mentioned the beef jerky.
Yeah.
7 pounds. 7 pounds of beef jerky
Who quantified
for
that?
snacks that Trevor had to consume as he 10 hours in a car is a long time. You can't just eat full meals. You got to snack and pace yourself, and it takes 7 pounds of beef jerky.
Did we actually measure out how much beef jerky you've eaten? Trevor, you have? You measured it out?
Trevor measures everything.
I was going to say, he does his job.
Yeah, well, I know how much those things weigh.